Hi friends, welcome to Tutorials Point. In this video, we would be understanding quality management and in that risk-based thinking. We would be understanding various topics like the purpose of risk-based thinking, the understanding of that, risk classification. How can we do the classification of various risks that we have in our organization, or it can be in other areas also. Risk management strategies. Once we classify, we need to understand what are all the different ways that we have to reduce that particular risk component. We need to understand the purpose of that. Means why we are having the risk-based thinking, why we need to have that. Because when we know that we are having some kind of an objective, to achieve that particular objective, there may be certain risks. And we have to properly address and prepare for that, so that in the event of any kind of problems, we can easily manage that and achieve our objective. So it is very much required for the proactive planning and not as a reactive approach. From the understanding point of view, first we need to understand the goal or the objective. What is that we want to achieve? In that, when we measure, we will understand the current situation where we are. We want to go here and right now where we are. And to move this particular distance, there may be certain risks. We need to understand the efforts needed. And finally, is it really feasible? Maybe there are various risks in this particular path which makes it non-feasible to achieve this particular objective. So these are all the things we need to address and we need to manage. In risk classification, we can do it either treat it as low or medium or high. So high risk means to say this is extremely crucial, where having that particular risk, it is going to be almost a hell lot of task to achieve that particular objective. Medium risk can be a small or medium activity that if we do it, we can easily come out of that particular risk very easily. And low risks are certain risks where the occurrence chances or the severity of that particular thing will be relatively low, and sometimes even having this, retaining this also will not make a great difference in achieving this particular objective. We need to understand the risk management strategies once we classify all these risks into low, medium and high. And one is the retention. That means to say retaining that particular risk. It can be examples like, the earthquake is happening in some time of future, or some kind of major floods is going to happen. Means we can easily retain that particular risk, because however we are having a very less scope to take an action on that to get rid of that. Transfer of this particular risk means to say where your customer is having a payment terms like 60 days, and you can easily transfer that for your own vendors also, the same 60 days, or include plus also you can do that. So there is nothing but a risk transfer. Risk reduction means to say that you are having two different machines, and for one machine, if it's not able to produce the component which you had agreed with respect to your customer, you can of course have a other machine which can easily deliver that particular components. That means to say the risk has been tremendously reduced with only depending on one particular machine. Elimination of this particular risk. Like you can have some kind of insurance or some kind of other provisions where if there is some problem happens, you can easily make that particular risk where the insurance company takes care of that. So you're completely eliminating that particular risk. Or even you can do some kind of error proofings also. There are various error proofing that we can do in our systems and processes. Reassessment. Finally, after we do all these particular strategies from risk management point of view, we need to again go back and understand what is the current risk level of that particular item. Maybe we are in a much better shape, or if there is still some scope for the action that is to be taken. To conclude, we would be understanding the importance of risk-based thinking for proactive planning, and also we understood how we are going to do the rating of risks and what are all the various strategies that we can do in eliminating these particular risks. That's it in the video. Thank you so much.